If you've even spent a few hours comparing term insurance plans, you've probably noticed this pattern. Every plan says it gives you life cover, every plan says it protects your life, and then somewhere in the middle of all that sameness, a few plans try to stand out by offering flexibility for people who don't fit the neat, salaried, perfect paperwork profile. Bajaj Life Isecure 2 is one of those plans, but it does try to solve a different problem, getting term insurance in place for people who may not have perfect income documentation. Hello folks, I'm Shashank, you're watching Ditto Insurance. At Ditto, we help you compare term and health insurance plans with honest advice from IDI certified advisors. We're backed by Zerodha. We don't spam you, we don't have any forceful selling, no upselling, and if at any point you want help deciding whether this plan fits your profile or whether another plan gives you better value, you can book a free call through the link in the description. Alright, let's get back to the video. Bajaj is a well-known private life insurer with a fairly strong presence in the term insurance space. Operational metrics like CSR, solvency, and complaint volumes will be on your screen, but broadly, they sit in a decent range compared to peers. Look, Bajaj Life Isecure 2 is a pure protection term insurance plan with a few different variants, multiple premium payment options, and a set of riders for accident, disability, critical illness, and family income support. The plan is positioned as a workable option for both salaried and self-employed individuals, including those who may not always have the cleanest formal income documents like ITRs or payslips. Now that matters because underwriting flexibility can sometimes be the difference between getting the cover and getting rejected. But that flexibility also comes at a cost, and we'll come to that in a bit. Now let's talk structure. Entry age starts at 18, goes up to 65, maturity age can range from 28 to 85, and policy terms can run from 10 years all the way to 67 years depending on the age. And premium payment terms are available in regular pay as well as limited pay options like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Premiums can be paid yearly, half-yearly, quarterly or monthly. Sum assured starts at 25 lakhs and goes up to 2 crore rupees. You also get two payout formats, pure lump sum or installments spread over 5, 10, 20, 30 or 40 years. So from a pure structure standpoint, this is a fairly flexible term plan, even if it doesn't go all the way up to the highest sum assured ranges available in the market. Now, coming to the plan variants, you broadly have the life variant, the return of premium variant, and an easy variant, which is not currently live. The life variant is a standard pure protection version. The return of premium variant gives you full life cover during the policy term, but if you survive till maturity, that is. It returns the premium paid. Now, the ROP version is roughly 60 to 100% more expensive, so we at Ditto don't recommend mixing investment and insurance. Now let's move to the key inbuilt features. The first option is the early exit option, or what we all like to call it as the zero cost exit option. Now if you're under the life variant and if certain conditions are met, like issue age is before 50, minimum term policy of 35 years and maturity age of at least 70, then after turning 60, you can exit the policy during the next 5 policy years and receive all premiums paid back. Now that gives long-term buyers some flexibility later in life. The second inbuilt feature is auto cover continuance benefit. This lets you defer paying premiums for up to 1 year while keeping the policy active and benefits intact. The missed premiums can be paid at the next renewal without interest or late fees. It is available after 3 policy years under the life and return of premium variants, and you can use this multiple times with a 5-year gap. Now, this is useful for someone who goes through a temporary cash flow disruption and doesn't want the policy to lapse immediately. Then there is an instant payout on claim intimation. If the sum assured is at least 50 lakhs, then after the 1-year waiting period, 2 lakh rupees will be paid within 3 working days of claim registration, while the balance is processed after approval. This kind of feature is genuinely helpful because it gives the family immediate liquidity in the first few days after a death when expenses don't wait for insurance process. Fourth, the plan also offers health management services, and this is unique. These are not exactly insurance payouts, but access to wellness-oriented non-insurance services like medical consultations, second opinions, and case management through service providers as long as premiums are paid on time. Now, these are nice to have, not a game changer. Now, let's talk about what's noticeably missing here, because that matters as much. Unlike Bajaj's own eTouch 2, this plan does not include terminal illness as an inbuilt feature. It also misses life stage upgrade. So when you compare it with more modern feature-rich term plans, Isecure 2 clearly looks a little basic. Now come to riders. There are quite a few main riders here. The accidental death benefit rider gives you an additional payout if death happens due to an accident over and above the base sum assured. The accidental permanent total or partial disability rider pays 100% of rider sum assured for total disability and 50% for partial disability. Finally, there is a new critical illness benefit rider which pays a lump sum on diagnosis of listed illnesses and is available in 10, 25 or 60 illnesses versions with a 90-day waiting period and 14-day survival period. There is a waiver of premium rider. Now this is valid till the policy term, and waiver of premium can be opted only if policy term is 30 years or less. Waiver of premium is on 25 critical illnesses and total permanent disability due to an accident with a waiting period of 90 days in case of critical illness, and survival period is mandated at 14 days here again. Note, this rider can be opted along with the critical illness rider only if the policy payment term is 20 years or less. If the premium payment term exceeds 20 years, waiver of premium cannot be added. Yes, this is a paid rider. Another rider is Care Plus rider, which acts as health, wellness and fitness rider that offers a lump sum payout in case of ATPD, that's accidental total permanent disability. From POV of health, you have unlimited teleconsultations, vouchers for in-clinic consultations with general physicians up to 500 rupees and specialist doctors up to 750 rupees at network hospitals, lab and radiology test vouchers for 1000 rupees, 10% discount on network pharmacies, maximum 10,000 rupees vouchers can be availed annually for lab and radiology and doctor consultations. Now, from fitness point of view, 2 gym sessions per week with CultFit, unlimited diet and nutrition consultations, and Live Healthy program, which offers benefits like health risk assessment, meal logging, mental health consultation, weight logging, etc. Policyholders can earn points under the Live Health program. Maximum 10k points can be earned annually. Now, in terms of wellness, preventive health checkup as per the packages are available, unlimited psychologist consultations, and care management services in case of diagnosis of any chronic illness. Now, if a policyholder is diagnosed with chronic condition during a preventive health checkup, care management services are unlocked. These include doctor consultations and illness-specific lab test vouchers up to 3 to 5,000 rupees, access to 24/7 health concierge and health coaches for regular monitoring and support. Okay, now let's come to the part most people actually care about, which is premiums. We'll display the full premium comparison on your screen, but here's the important insight. In several profiles, it is close to double what plans like Axis Max Smart Term Plan Plus or Bajaj eTouch 2 charge for the same cover. That premium gap is not small, folks. The reason appears to be the plan's underwriting flexibility for people without formal income documentation. Now, insurers view that profile as a little more riskier profile, so the plan is priced accordingly, which means that the plan can make sense if your paperwork profile is not clean, but if you are standard, salaried or well-documented buyer, better value options clearly exist. So let's wrap this up properly. Straight up, it's a well-rounded plan, a bit more expensive and a very profile-specific plan. But for folks with proper income documentation and higher cover needs, standard eTouch 2 is still recommended. Alright folks, that was it from me today. I will see you in the next one. Until then, happy insurance hunting.